failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, now here we go. Rhino. Yellow. Zebra. Yellow. Reach in there. Yellow. Go ahead. Yellow. Raise your heart. Hey, flipper.
First down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Receiver.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Ozzie! Check it!
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's got it to James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Go 50.
Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20 out. Wait, Wait, set. Set. Wait, set.
Now a toss play. This is White. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Listen to me. Hey, flipper. Through. Black, 82. Set.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Gates has it over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rhino! Wide. Gun! Yellow! We're going, let's go!
3rd and long for Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration. Time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back to Foxborough after this. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's White trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Wait, 20! 380! Hey, gold 66! Out, go!
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady rolling to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out come the Patriots. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Cook. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
We're good. Hey, we're good.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Brady to throw on second down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
You got three down. Yeah. Go.
Now a play fake. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Wait! Ready?
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 4 down. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They pitch it out to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
Play action. Now it's Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
72. 20. 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right! 20! Right, 20! Blue! We go!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They run it again with Cook. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk, and a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Check 29. Alpha.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them on the left.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Anthony Barr in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
29. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Pacer.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason.